How's everybody doing today? We got Jesse here. We have some frequently asked questions, and we just had the main one that comes up the most for you, Mr. Jesse. What's the reason everybody wants to trade their car in?
Everybody? Well, I'm not sure that everybody wants to trade their car in, but what's the question you're really trying to ask?
So why do people decide to trade their car in?
Okay, that's a great question. So, a couple different factors that begin to happen. For years and years and years, especially if you was, as a kid, you was raised up and maybe your mom and your dad always went to the dealership and they had that person over at the dealership that always sold them a car and always took care of them. You literally built a relationship. Have absolutely zero problem with having great relationships. In fact, the most important thing that I think that we can bring to the table, whether it's running an auto repair shop, whether we're in a coffee shop, barber shop, I don't care what the business is, it's the relationships. It's got to be about building a relationship. It's got to be building a relationship with yourself and how much you care, okay? But in this situation, one of the things that I often notice is people will say, "Oh man, my car needs brakes and tires and a couple maintenance items, and looks like that's going to be $3,500 for this quote of just things that I've neglected through the past 3 to 5 years. Therefore, I think I'll just go trade it in." I got to ask myself, why would you throw $3,500 or $35,000 at a $3,500 problem? I literally will ask that question. Why would you do that? A little bit of stammering, a little bit of stuttering, and like, blah, blah, blah. Let's face it, you really want a new car. That's really, you want to smell the new leather, right? Like you want the excitement of going and spending a bunch of money, right? You know why? Because you've got a little bit of jingle in your pocket right now. You've been without a car payment for a hot minute, and it's scary. It's different. It's new, right? And so lots of times people literally will have a bad relationship with money, and they haven't taken Dave Ramsey's advice, and they just can't stand to be without a car payment, right? And so that really becomes the main factor, and it's like, really seriously, how does this even make sense to throw $35,000 at a $3,500 problem? There is some other things that we can actually do if you are in love with this car. For instance, let's say you drive a Toyota Camry. I've got a few Toyota Camrys. The shop's got a few Toyota Camrys that we use, right? We love Toyota Camrys. They're great cars. The maintenance costs are low on them. They're reliable. Toyota products are reputable. They're easy to get parts for. They're easy to work on. It's just a good, solid car that I can easily get behind, right? But say for instance, there's a tear in the seat, right, or a cigarette burn in it somewhere, or whatever. Maybe really what that person, the $3,500 of repairs and maybe a couple of floor mats, right? What if we got some WeatherTech floor mats and a good detail job? Would you actually fall in love with that car all over again? And you wouldn't find another car payment. What happens when you don't have another car payment? Now you can actually invest in retirements. You can invest in investment properties. And you can literally start to dictate to your money, this is how you're going to work for me instead of it bossing you around. It all boils down to, what does a person want? And it magnifies what kind of relationship do they have with themselves and with their money. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay.